This episode of this podcast is making me thirsty. It's brought to you by Paisano's Pizza. Hey, welcome to episode 19 of This Podcast is Making Me Thirsty. This is a doozy, folks. In this episode, we go through rankings numbers 42 to 21 of Seinfeld. This is a tough one. We go through every episode of Seinfeld throughout this entire podcast. This is our 19th episode, and we're up to rankings 42 to 21. And this was tough. This was real tough. And then we're going to do top 20 next week. Definitely tune in next week. If you're listening to this, I know there's about 5 or 6 of you out there listening to this all over the world, it looks like. And tell some people, let someone know. Say, hey, these guys are pretty good. Check them out. I want to get some listeners in on this thing because this next one's going to be a doozy. Do top 20 next week. We finally did it. So enjoy it and pass it on. And we're on YouTube now as well. If you like going on there, listening instead of finding the podcast wherever you find podcasts. And this has been it's been a hell of a time for us. A lot of fun. Get to talk to my buddy that I've known since I was 6 years old, and go through our love of the TV show Seinfeld. And if you like Seinfeld too, you'll dig it. If you don't like Seinfeld, you still might dig it, actually. Maybe we'll convert you. Anyway, thanks again for listening. Pass it on. Enjoy. And follow us and all that kind of stuff. Thanks.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Have I been muted this whole? Okay, we're good now.
Oh, yeah, you were muted.
I was muted. Wow, that's a doozy for you. All right, we'll make some editing on that one. All right, here we go. Let's go. This is it here. We said, we said 42 to 21, right?
Yeah, we'll keep the top 20 special, if you will.
I understand. We're probably, I'm not smart enough to know what your top 20 is, but we probably could figure it out from this. But I haven't really been paying enough attention to figure that out, I don't think. But the listeners out there might be able to piece it together if they've been tracking this whole thing, right? The 5 people listening, if you've been tracking our rankings, you might know who our top 20 is. I've had a tough time with this. I had a real tough time with this. I just watched 3 episodes just before tonight. Around 7 o'clock. I threw 3 on just because I can't decide. Dude, season 5 is insane, man. Season 5 is insane. We'll get into it, but there's so many episodes. I'm just like, I keep moving around.
What was it that were you talking about this range or your top?
Kind of this, the top of the 20, the 18th or 22 kind of numbers I was fucking around with too much. And then, so it's like, do they make my top 20 or not? And yeah, that's kind of where I was at with some of these from season 5. Season 5 is just, it's hard for me to differentiate between some of these. So I just wanted to rewatch a couple. And in this area,
I think anywhere between 20 and 40, what I learned was it's impossible. So season 5 and 3 are so strong. It's like,
yeah, I agree with that.
5 and 3. So that's kind of where I went with seasons. But we'll see. We'll see how it nets out. But listen, all these are great moving forward. So it's not like we're not punishing them.
Right. Just
and then there's obviously soft spots and the whole thing. It's all about soft spots and the wild card,
Yeah, I kept going back to certain ones. I was like, I'm trying to get them into my. It's weird because I thought they'd be in my top 20. Some of them didn't quite make it, and I went against some of my soft spots. We'll see how this goes. We ended with 43, right? I'm pretty sure I ended with the pick. at 43. And what did you end with at 43? Do you remember?
I ended with the Cigar Store Indian.
Oh yeah, the Star Wars India at 43. Those, that was mine was the pick from season 4 at 43, and the Cigar Store Indian is season 5 for you. All right, I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I would say, is there a theme you have for 42 through 21, or is it balanced? I mean, I am pretty balanced here.
I'm pretty balanced. I mean, I even have a couple of 7s, which so that's pretty balanced. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, you know what I can do? Let's get crazy here. We'll just go.
Yeah,
and
just
see.
you can go. Why don't you kick off with?
I'll kick off with my 42. And this is just going to be hilarious because I'm saying it's number 42, but it could be 25 probably. 42 for me is a season 5, and it's the mango.
Wow. All right.
Joe's fruit, the whole thing. Impotence.
No, listen. I'll tell you where I have it. It's at 33, so it's not far off.
Not far off. No, yeah, not
and
far off.
You're right. That could be 25 or 45. I struggle with that one as well.
Solid episode.
So I'm kicking off with a season 5er as well. Number 42. A fun episode. You'd never turn it off in your whole life. The Lip Reader, 42.
I do like the Lip Reader.
How can you not?
No, I agree. But I mean, just to show, I had the Lip Reader at 71, and I love the Lip Reader.
Yep.
I mean, sweep. Sweep. 6 is good. George says, cut it.
Metallica. I mean, it's
solid episode. It's that's what we're talking about right now. Every episode, like you said, it's like it's why Seinfeld's great is these top 40. I mean, you're not going to beat any of these.
No.
And those are both season 5s at 42. My 41, I'll give it because you already gave this one, and I'm surprised it dropped this low for me. But the more I had to gut check on this one. It's 41, and I think I'm okay with it being there. The pony remark, season 2. I had a pony. My sister had a pony. We all had ponies. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, listen. I mean, I had it higher, but you at the moment you can't change how you felt at the moment.
No, it's existential for a sitcom. The whole, Manya's looking over them at the softball game and everything else. So, sentimental value. 41. I'm happy with it there.
You could have put that 10, and you wouldn't have got an argument from me.
It might have been 10 at some point.
Number 41, I go on a little string here of to get rid of 6s, but it's one of my favorites, the Big Salad at 41.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of 6s, I'm guessing, in this bunch. I think I used up all my 6s, which is kind of crazy if I think about it. But Big Salad, again, I have the same thing. You're not getting arguments from me on the Big Salad. I mean, George, I go back to we talked about this last time probably. George in the taxi when he's just mumbling, I just have to say, I did hand you the Big Salad, Lane. That's just one of the best Georges ever. Classic. My number 40. Now we're getting the top 40, folks. My number 40, another season 5. What the fuck you doing, you little piece of shit? The non-fat yogurt. I mean, that scene will always be one of my favorites of all time. But it's still a solid 40 for me, the non-fat yogurt.
Yeah, I'll save it. I don't want to tell you where I have it yet. Is that okay?
If it's in the top 20, or you just want to save it anyway?
Save it.
Yeah, save it. Yeah.
And I have that as again, season 5 was so strong. I had that one roughly like 8th best in season 5.
See, I had a 12. I changed my season 5 rankings right up to 8:00 tonight, and we're doing this at 8:30, folks. I changed my season 5 rankings just right up until now, so I can easily see it in the top 10. I have it at 12, and I don't know.
Very hard.
I don't know why. I think it's the whole Kramer with the scientist. Maybe I don't know what it is, but something about that episode. I don't know. I could easily see top 10, but I had a 12. We're not too far off. But that's
the scientist. You weren't into the K-Man going after the scientist?
it was something about that. I don't know what it is. I'm nitpicking, obviously, but I mean, what the fuck you doing, you piece of shit, is one of the greatest Seinfeld,
Yes.
lines. I mean, that's always in the top 10 for me, probably of actual Jerry lines. But what the fuck you doing, you little piece of shit? I mean, come on. Uh, that's
Yeah,
my food. What's what?
and that kid,
Yeah,
that kid makes multiple episodes,
I
right?
know
He's
that kid's all over the place, man. That kid's all over the place.
yeah, and the Beakers, that whole thing always reminded me of Gold Tour. Yeah, it got a soft spot for me.
For our
I'm not.
diehard listeners, by the way, O'Hara just brought up Gold Tour. Our diehard listeners, that's our episode 1. We go into depth on Gold Tour and how it all began. So that's good that you brought that up. We'll call back.
We're on 40. You did 41. I'm on 40.
No, that was my 40.
Continue.
Non-fat yoga is my 40. Your 40 is
Oh, what was your 41? Sorry.
pony mark.
A point. Okay. All right. 40 for me is the Jimmy.
Love the Jimmy.
It's tough when I look back on 40 through 50. There's some, but again, I ranked it in season 6. I gave it a high mark, and we'll be going through the 6th year. But the Jimmy soft spot, the trench shoes, the whole thing, great episode.
Where do you have because I have the Jimmy 5 in season 6, but it landed at 56 overall. But I had it 5 in season 6.
The Jimmy, I have 3.
3, I could see. Yeah, that's fair. All right, so that was wow. We're in the top 40 now. So what's your 39?
39 is another one. I mean, you laugh out loud. You can watch any day of the week. The Fire, season 5.
Fucking love the Fire. We're off by 1. I have the Fire at 38, dude. That's crazy. Ah, man, we almost had it. And I switched that around. I had the Fire higher until I switched around. Or like I said,
what do you mean higher is in like
30?
closer
closer to the top. I had it in the low 30s, I believe. I dropped it down a few notches to 38, which is interesting.
And my season 5, I don't even know. I had an order, then I was all over the place. But again, season 5 was
tough. Season 5 is tough. Very tough.
It was tough, and I think I'll disagree on some things But again, like I said, we could disagree on something, but if it's top 40, it doesn't really matter.
No, I understand. My 39, we talked about this last week when you put it a little lower, obviously, but 39 for me is a Chinese restaurant, the classic episode. It made my top 40. That's completely unsentimental fucking value, probably. Cartwright, and the whole thing. If something goes down here, can I count on you when he says to Jerry?
I mean,
it's no K-Man, and but it is it's television history. I look at it that way. The whole thing. It's in one place the whole time, and show about nothing and all that bullshit. But yeah,
Larry David's voice is in there. Yeah, can't argue.
Yeah. What's she saying? When she wants to dip her face in the. So that's my 39. I'll give my 38 because they already said it. My 38 Fire, which that was your 39. So what's your 38?
38. Let me see here. Oh, 38 is the Doorman, season 6.
Oh my gosh, I love the Doorman. I could have put the Doorman higher. I had the Doorman. Doorman's but wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense because you mixed up your stuff, man. Because you said, where did you say that? You said the Jimmy? Oh, the Jimmy was 4, so the Doorman's 3 for you on season 6.
The Jimmy is 3. The Doorman is 2.
It's 2. Okay, the Doorman's 3 for me in season 6. Yeah, I love the Doorman. That's a good spot for the Doorman. I have no problem with that at all, man. That's so that's 38, right? The Doorman.
39. Sorry, 38. Yes.
Yeah, 38. All right, we got to slow this down. This is gonna be the quickest episode ever. We're all hyped up here. So so that's your 38. So what's your 37?
37. We round out season 6. We disagreed here, but I just love the race.
Yeah, the race.
The Duncan. I mean, that scene is epic, I can call it.
Yeah, I agree with that. That seems epic for sure.
Elaine is still cutesy with the poof, and I even love the ending with the Superman music, and he pushes Elaine aside. The whole Lois stuff, a little corny, but I dug it. I don't know, just a fun episode. It's silly, it's stupid, but I choose not to race. Like Jerry kind of
You
coming
like
into his
Jerry,
own a little
silly,
bit.
stupid though. You like that Jerry. I don't mind that Jerry at all. I mean,
Yeah,
um, I like that Jerry too. I mean, I can't disagree with the arguments here on the race.
but I mean that I think it's almost a 3 minute episode, a 3 minute segment. At the diner. You know, you really got bald there, huh? I mean, just oh man, you can watch that scene at Monk's any day of the week,
And is
and
this
it's
the
just
K-Man, as the Santa, the communist stuff? I think it's definitely Elaine
no,
dating the communist. What is it, the next episode when he does that?
I know I enjoyed that, and I'm drawing a blank on
I think
placing
it
that
is
right
that
now.
one. I'm looking back right now. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, you're talking about the race, right? The
The
race.
race.
Yeah, Elaine's dating the communist.
Yeah, I actually I enjoyed that as well.
Mickey and Kramer the Santas. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's everyone's got something on this one, man. I mean, it's definitely a classic George, like you said, an unbelievable scene.
Now listen,
Yeah, I can't argue.
Is it a sneaky? Is it a sneaky number one for a season? Yeah, but I think that's what makes the shows great. You have little soft spots for some shows.
I agree.
Clearly,
I agree. I think my season 5, little teaser, my season 5 number one might be one of those for which might be a little sneaker. I don't know. I'm trying to think where I ended. No, well, I tell you, I've changed my season 5 number one. I'm not even joking.
really,
At least 4 or 5 times. Yeah, at least 4 or 5 times.
Mine did not change that whole time.
Okay, all right.
I think you know where I'm going there. But
Yeah. All right. So that was 37 for you, right? My
the race is 37. Yeah.
37. My 37 is a season 3 episode. The first season 3 I'm given so far in this top 40, and it's the number 10th ranked season 3 for me. That shows how many I got in the next the next 35 or whatever it is. I got.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, I mean three's it for me, man. 3 and 5 seem to be the it for me. But my season 3 at 37 is the Keys.
Okay. Let me see the Keys.
Kramer kind of steals the episode.
Yeah, I have it in this. I mean, match? I have it in this round.
All right, don't tell me yet. We'll get to it.
And I mean,
you have it higher up than 37, so that's okay. I got you.
No, please. Keep in mind, I don't have any 7s left.
That's right. I got 2 7s hanging in there, but I got no 6s.
The Keys is again wonderful. I mean, what do they look like? They look like Keys. I mean, that alone. I hate to do lines, but
no, you got to do lines. Got to do lines.
It's I say more than anything. I know I mentioned this, but
when Kramer's talking to George, what do you have any conceivable reason to get up in the morning? Isn't that this episode? He's like, I like
don't
Daily News. Yeah. I like the
this episode
news.
Is
another Daily News Lupica.
Yeah,
right?
that they're them together. The key sequence exchanging, finding the Murphy Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
This episode could eat. I mean, if you
top 20, it could be a top 20. Yeah, I
top 15. No problem. Love it.
Yeah, so that's my 37.
That was your 37 again. I did the race 37. 36 for me. I'm going to jump to season 4, The Virgin.
Oh, I thought we were going to be on the same page on this one because I got a season 4 as well at 36. Oh, that was your 37. Sorry. Okay, that was your 37.
No, that was my 36.
That was your 36. Okay, season 4, The Virgin, 36.
I think you had that up higher, right?
Yeah, I already gave The Virgin. I had it at 57. But again, season 4 is almost as hard as season 5. I think overall, season 5 is a better season than 4. But 4, pound for pound, within the season is very hard to rank. They're all the same solidness, you know?
And here's the problem with season 4. For the most part, it's more of a storyline.
The arc, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll get a couple, like pullouts. So I kept that in mind. It was difficult, yeah, like very hard. But yeah, I had The Virgin season 4.
Well, that was a great segue because
36.
my 36 is the episode right after my 37 is the trip part 1 and 2. That's my 36, season 4. My 37 is the keys, and my 36 is the trip part 1 and 2. We were doing that as one episode, and that could easily again. I mean, you probably haven't given that one yet, right?
Not yet.
I mean, the trip is great. You know, one tuck, one no tuck. Hey, officers messing around back here. I mean, the murderer struck again. I do what I do. I mean, that probably could have been in my top 10 at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I dropped it to 36, but I did. That's where it is. 36, the trip, part 1 and 2.
It's, I mean, hard to argue. I'm not far behind with that, but it was watching that live, like, it just brought back so many good feelings. And out in California, even though they tape in California, it just felt like so different and fresh.
Oh, George talking to George Wendt and the guy from LA Law. He said, "You asked me to spring for a brand new cat." I said, "Honey,
I mean,
a brand new cat."
And here's the thing: I think I penalize, which may not be I penalize these double episodes a little bit, which maybe I probably shouldn't have done, but I think happened in this like 42 to 20.
Noah Lane in the trip, that knocked it down for me. If you want to split hairs, I want all 4 of them to be doing something at least. I think that's where I dropped it a little bit maybe, but yeah, I mean, 36 is solid, obviously.
No problem with the laying that in it. For 35, I continue on season 4, the Junior Mint at 35.
Okay, love the Junior Mint.
Dolores, I mean, again, another just classic episode. I think you were higher in the 50, or maybe higher with this, but I think 35 is a nice spot for it. Listen, at the end of the day, you know, 35 the Junior Mint versus, you know, I don't know, 47 the conversion. Gun to my head. Sometimes we go flip a coin, but the Junior Mint won out there.
Yeah. Let's go watch them cut this fat bastard up. I mean, you can't beat the Junior Mint. Yeah. I love the Junior Mint. And again, season 4 and 5 are so tough. I got another season 4 here while we're talking about at 35. Again, I think you might have this one a lot higher. I don't know, but I have it at 35. Poke cleavage, the shoes at 35.
I mean, it's in this list tonight.
Okay. All right. I'm happy to hear that. I thought we were going to be way off of that one.
No, I do love that episode.
Get a good look at stanza.
I mean, yeah, there's lines that could be a top 3 line. I mean, it's unbelievable. And the whole NBC stuff was going on. Bring the shoe, snubbed her. I mean, it's a great episode. But again, do you push it into the top 20? Stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't push it to the top 20. I mean, it's ranked number 10 in season 4, and it's 35 overall. So we're gonna get somewhere here, folks, in this season 4 episodes. You know, it's tough. That's my 35.
So why don't you take 34 now?
Oh, you gave your 35, yeah?
No,
That's
yeah,
right.
I got it.
That's right. My 34 is a season 7. I have 2 season 7s in this batch. My 34. Why separate knobs? The guy offended the wake up guy. 34 is the hot tub. I can't. You sons of bitches and you bastards. I love that episode. It's a season 7, but it doesn't feel like it to me. It doesn't feel like a season 7 to me. I don't know. It's got.
I agree. It doesn't feel like a season 7, but
I got that out of you. Yes.
But I have a hard time putting that above the shoes, just because you just told me the shoes.
Right. Whichever one this one was right above, you were definitely going to disagree with. Not let alone all the other ones below it, but just that one right above. It's not better than the shoes. It can't be. I put it at the solid 34. Right. It didn't break my top 30. Relax.
Hey, is what it is.
Jean Paul, man. Come on.
Jean Paul.
You like it? They defended the wake up guy. That's one of your favorites too.
All right, 34. Oh, it's incredible. Jerry stole the show. 34, I'm jumping back to season 5, the puffy shirt.
Just watched it tonight. And after watching it again tonight, it bumped up for me. It
Really?
bumped up. Yeah, it bumped up big time for me because I have a
Was
soft
it?
spot. I have a soft spot for the parents, and the parents have a integral when George is with them like 2 or 3 times in this episode, and it kind of bumped it up for me. I think that's what did it. I wanted to watch.
Don't tell me.
I'm not gonna tell you
Yeah,
where I have it, but it's yeah 34. I don't disagree with 34. I mean, just even though I just said that, but I do like the puffy shirt a lot, and I just watched it again. Hold on a
I,
second.
and
Where?
and I like it a lot too. I just
Well, let me ask you this: it's a season 5, so this is the thing. So while we're talking about season
I mean,
5,
listen, season 5.
this is what I wanted to say because you just mentioned it. So now I'll say it. The top 10 in season 5 is so hard. Like I could rearrange the top 10 100 different ways, and I rearranged it the last time before this call, and the puffy shirt landed, pretty high up in season 5 all of a sudden, and so it bumped up a little bit. But I have no problem where you have it either. I mean, it's I think do you putting it a little lower because it's one of those yada yada Festivus things for even for a season 5 because everyone knows the puffy shirt? Is that one of the things or no? I'm in there. Yeah, are you there?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. I
I don't
think
know.
when you drop, I have to re-sign in. All right.
Oh, really? I didn't know I dropped off. Um, I was just saying, is it one of the reasons you dropped not dropped it, but the puffy shirt's a little lower is because it's one of those like yada yada Festivuses.
No,
Everyone knows the puffy shirt.
no,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay. Okay. Because I
I
had that in my head. It's kind of like it's one of those things. Everyone, the puffy shirt, kind of gimmicky. But after watch, I mean,
uh,
it's such a
I
good
think
episode.
yeah, I don't want to be a pirate. I don't want to be a cowboy. I remember that. I forgot what I don't want to be a cowboy. I sometimes called Jerry with a
Maid,
G.
I believe that's not the maid. It's the mom and pop store. I think.
Yeah, which again, it should probably be called Jerry with a G and an I, and I probably would have ranked it better. Sometimes these titles do get in your head a little bit
Yeah, I agree with that
and
100%.
sway you because you can't. It's tough to
So the
it's tough to
puffy
rank.
shirts are 34. I got no problem with that. That means it's
Yeah.
probably in the top. It's the top 10 of season 5 for you. It's probably like number 10 or something, right? 10 or 9.
Uh, give or take. I had an order, then I kind of switched things around. So I
Yeah,
don't know
I've been
officially.
switching my 5s around so much. That's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
That yeah, I agree. I mean, you don't know. You can't. It's so hard with season 5. I know we're repeating ourselves, but so that was 34. So what's your 33?
33 we talked about the Mango season 5. I kind of
Okay.
put these two like again season 5. They're all so unique and like you said, they don't follow the arc, and I think that's why season 5 is so great.
Yeah, season 5 is amazing. My 33 is also a season 5, and it's the conversion, which I believe you just gave a
Okay.
little ways back. It's my number 10 on season 5. If that gives you any indication, it's 33 overall. That's my 33. I'm going to give my 32. We're going to jump to season 3. Get
Mm-hmm.
a season 3 out of the way here. 32, which I think we talked about last week. I like this one. I have a soft spot for this one, the Pez dispenser. You got hand, you're going to need it. I love the intervention. I don't know why. I always love the intervention. I think I laugh out loud every time Kramer says, "Who do you think's the guy who told Marty Benson to dump the bucket?" Whatever that line gets me. I don't know why that line gets me I could just visualize that whole thing at the fucking softball game. I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
listen, that's what it
32.
takes, and it's sometimes a line literally a line is pushing this from I had it at 62, you're having it 35, and we
32.
think
I'm
that
having it 32 because of who's
yeah,
intervening. An intervention.
no,
Who's
no,
intervening?
and you think, but if you look at these episodes between 32 and 62, there's not much between them. That's the
No, there's
problem.
nothing between them. I mean, it's just a matter of it's just a matter of like you said, something's jumped out to you. You got something in your head about it. Like I got hand. You got hand. You're gonna need it. It all tied together so well. I don't know. I love that episode because George goes from a high to a low like so fast, and low to a high to a low again. It's good.
No, and I appreciate that. Like the woman he's dating is like not really hot. Like it's good George. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's George. It's quintessential George, man. That's why I like it, and it
Um,
might be my sneaker. Maybe that's my sneaky one a little bit in 32.
Yeah, it ain't sneaky to me. 32. You said this already. It is The Trip. That's where I have 32, season 4.
We were off by only a couple on that one. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 off on that one. So what's your 31?
31. We talked about this last week. Jumping back to season 3. I only have a couple with season 3 left. Let me look how many.
Wow, I got season 3
Oh no! Sorry,
bouncing
I
all
have a
over the
lot.
place there. Yeah, you got it,
Sorry.
man. I got a bunch left.
I have at least 8 left. Yes,
That's
here
how
we
many
go.
I have left. I have 8 season 3s left too.
So I have The Library at 31.
Wow. See, that's like your Pez dispenser. I mean, Bookman's scene's amazing. I can't argue there. Bookman's scene's amazing. I think the flashback in this one might be why I dropped it a little bit, but I have no argument in the top in at 31.
You don't like Jerry's mullet and his hair?
Can't stand you. My 31 is season 4, 2-parter, the pilot, part 1 and 2. The Jerry pilot, 31.
Yeah, that's and I have it. It's not far off. I struggled with that one because
I agree.
it's it's sentimental. It wraps up the season, but again, double episode. It probably loses a little juice. I can't. That's a good spot.
George on the set. I love George on the set.
Oh.
Take the raisins. If you didn't take the raisins, that's the first part, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an all-time, an all-time episode. But if you put that in, even if you put that in the 50s, I can't argue it.
I agree. I think it's somewhere where between. I think below 50, I might argue, but I think it's in the top 50 for sure.
Yeah, and I agree it shouldn't be in the top 25.
Yeah. So I had 31. What was your 31? Did you give your 31?
Yeah, The Library.
Okay, yeah. So now we're going top 30 here, folks. Now it's getting crazy.
30, you mentioned this before. I'm jumping back to season 5, the non-fat yogurt.
Wow, I love that you have it in the top 30. I didn't land there for me, but no argument here, man. What the fucking little piece of shit is all-time classic. Newman makes a great appearance in this one. Yeah, no argument here. Kramer's great, and I said that the stuff with the scientist not so much, but it's still good Kramer.
And the whole it's very it brought me back to the whole Dinkins and Giuliani, it is New York, I don't know.
I can see that, and they had 2 endings for it. They didn't know who was going to win.
Right. I would love. It's got to be somewhere, right?
I think it's on the discs I have, the thing, the extras. It's there.
Oh.
90% sure. I'll double check that for everyone out there. My 30, I'll just get it out of the way now. Season 7, The Rye.
Really?
Yeah, 30. It landed at 30 after everything I've been through with this fucking episode. I watched it again. Yeah. I watched it again. I'm not going to say you didn't influence me, but I'm not going to say you influenced me. But
here's what I could say. I'm very happy about that.
I wanted so bad to put it higher just to hear your reaction, but
because the way you were talking, this thing was going to be on Mount Rushmore. I'm like, what is going on here?
I wanted to put it there just for the reaction, but I couldn't. I watched it again just to be fair. I had to watch it again, and I mean, if we're gonna talk scenes, the dinner scene with the parents is all time. I can't. It's all time for me. Who's having sex with the chicken? All time for me. And Jerry, give me the rye, old bag. All time. It's up there with with the fucking little piece of shit. I think that the Elaine stuff with the guy going down on her, it throws me off a little bit, to be honest with you. And then it's just a matter of George's a little too yelly. George. This didn't feel like season 7, but the George yelling kind of did, and it ended at 30 for me, which this might be our biggest discrepancy in numbers, by the way. But I'll do like a whole I'm crazy with statistics. I love doing that shit. When we get everything set, I'll give some crazy numbers. But the Rye landed at 30, so I'm done with season 7. All I have left is 3, 2, 4, and 5s left. I'm sure you're the same, but
yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'm
done with your
glad
sixes.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. Done with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sixes.
Out of the way. Okay,
It's
so
it's
all we have left is
top
2, 3, 4, and 5 in the top
top
30.
top 30 are the big boys. Okay,
Yeah. Yep. So what's your 30? You didn't give your 30, right?
your non-fat yogurt.
Oh, that was 30 on the dot. Wow. Okay, so you're going first. Okay, you're going first now. So what's your 29?
All right, here's where it gets I don't know what to
Hard,
do anymore.
very hard, folks.
Uh, I don't know. I know you love this episode,
Here we go.
and my guess is you might have this top 12, but let's see. You don't have to say it. I have season 4, The Old Man.
I do love the old man.
Yeah.
I do love the old man. Oh, you have no idea. I watched it again just to make sure I loved it. And I do. Yeah, I'm not going to give you my number on that
Yeah,
one.
listen, I didn't. I'm kind of. I think I'm staying away from the rewatching because, yeah, I just got to go with my gut on this. And at the moment, it's top 20. It's top 30. I mean, it's an incredible episode. But
Yeah. No, dude, my 4s and 5s, like I said, I messed around with them a lot. And, I think you're splitting hairs when it comes to some of that stuff. But
yeah, and just the ones below it, like there was just something powerful that edged out something else. You know what I mean?
Get my bald head in oil and rub it all over your body.
Love it. Maybe, and I'm splitting hairs here, but it was almost,
too good.
they were
kind of come together too well.
it was too much balance. Like they all had the same thing kind of going on.
Yeah. I know. I agree with that. Elaine sees they all see the old. Yep. No,
Yeah.
I can see that. I just what puts it over the top for me, honestly, is even the Newman Kramer scenes. You would meet his foul and unpleasant odor when they're arguing with the guy. I mean, there wasn't a bad. Here's the thing. I'm sure it's going to happen with every episode from here on out because we're in the top 30. There's not a bad scene in the episode. There's not a bad scene. Like nothing in the episode is like a dud. It's all fucking straight fucking killer.
Yeah, I even like the guy's son, the father goes missing. Every character,
Yeah, you're
well,
right.
you know what I mean? Like,
So you must have, what is it, like number 8 or something in season 4 for you? Number 7?
The Old Man season 4, roughly 9 or 10.
Oh wow. Okay, so you got a bunch of 4s left. You got a couple more 4s than I have left. I know. I'm going. No, you're right. I have 8 left. You might have about.
But then
8 or 9.
I flipped this around with a couple things. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. My 29, man, that Michael Jordan sure is phony. No. What am I talking about? Yeah. The parking space. I always get the fucking parking space confused. Yeah.
Wow, I actually thought you would have had that much higher.
I thought I would too, to be honest with you.
Great Elaine, because you're very partial to good Elaine in the early seasons, and she was excellent in this episode.
She was excellent in this episode. Not as good as she is in another episode, which I'll bring up later. But she is. It is Adeline at her best. I agree. I think it's really Kramer has nothing in this one. He just gets mad at them and everything. But that might have been what brought this down a little bit in the end for me.
Well,
I need solid Kramer.
Well, what about when he tells the woman he's pregnant and he's kind of the glue in the street, just hanging out with everyone?
Yeah.
I hear you. I can't argue. What do you have, 28, 27?
I have 29, the parking space. I have it 8 in season 3, and that could be 5 easily in season 3, or even 3. It could be higher, but I landed it at 29, and I'm okay with that. The man that Michael Jordan sure is phony, classic, one of the best lines of all time. But 29, the parking space.
Okay. Take 28 now while you got it.
28 is season 5, a 2-parter, which I love. You got to jiggle it. The raincoats.
Yes! We hit it!
We got one. We hit one. Yeah.
Yes.
We hit one. Holy shit. We hit one. Number 28.
The raincoats.
Gosh, the raincoats. We agree 100% on this one. Holy cow.
And I struggled a little bit. But then I'm like, you know what? I owed it to the parents. It's a big parents episode.
Great parents episode.
Yeah.
Great parents episode. I mean, this is everything, man. This could be. This is one of my favorite episodes of all time, obviously. But I mean, yeah. Wow, we hit it right on the fucking nose. How about that? You had a feeling when I said season 5?
No, I thought you. I
But
thought
I liked it
you.
more
Yeah.
because
Again,
of the
more.
parents. Yeah, because of the parent. I mean, this is the Judge Ryan. I mean, the Judge Reinhold, close talker.
Mm,
There's just so much going on in this one.
yeah, a lot
Monet,
of
Timothy
there's a lot of
Daley,
character development. It's great,
Krampus.
but it's a double, and I think doubles sometimes get a little watered down, a little bit.
Yeah,
And
that might be why it dropped a little bit for me. Now I'm thinking about it. I think that might it's a little too much, maybe. Um,
dropped it. We have it at 28th. I
I
mean, come on.
know, I know. It probably was in the top 25 at some point for me, but it landed at 28. That's crazy. We landed on the same fucking number.
All right, 27. I'm going to stay with season 5 here, and this could, I could have this. I don't know if you mentioned this yet. I'm drawing a blank, but I have the stall at 27.
Oh, I haven't mentioned it yet. I have
Okay,
not mentioned it yet.
it's
And it's one of my favorite episodes of all time.
it's one of
Obviously,
those.
it's yours
You're
too.
right.
You have it 27, but I have it even higher.
You're right. It's yes. Again, season 5 was
Season 5 is so hard. It's so hard.
really, and
Unfair.
this is my. Hold on. This is my probably 5th. Actually, I don't know.
No, it's got to be higher than that. You have more 5s left. It can't be 5th. Because the
Yeah.
Raincoats is 9 for me in season 5, and we had it at both of us had it at 28.
Season 5. I'm sorry. This is what
You probably
the
have it like 6th or 7th, maybe,
drawing a blank ready. What is
or
this?
maybe 10. This is we just gave 27. You gave.
Oh, the straw. Yeah, this is like top 9. Yeah, all right.
Right, and I have no argument there, but I put it higher. I did, but I can't argue that. I mean, season 5 is so hard. The top 10 in season 5 is impossible to put in order.
But I think the stall, to your point, is like sneaky good.
Sneaky good, dude. Sneaky good. Everything comes together with Kramer and she's the fucking phone lady and everything. Just it's very
My own. Hold on. I'm
amazing.
just.
George.
What's George's what in this one?
George has a crush on Tony. I can make some sandwiches.
Tony.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tuna.
Yeah. My 27 is a season 4 that I think you already gave that I watched again today. Maybe you didn't give it actually. I forgot now. No, I don't think you did. You gave the Junior Mint. I get this in the Junior Mint confused for some silly reason. But my 27 season 4, The Implant. I wanted to put it in the top 25. It just didn't quite make it. It's 27, The Implant.
Wow. Where do I have that? Wow. Okay. It's not in this list. And I had to
No
rethink
argument
it.
there. No argument there. I rethought it to move it up a little bit. Actually, to be honest with you, I had it a little bit. I had it like in the 30s, but it didn't quite make the top 25. But 27, I can see it not being on this list though, easily.
Yeah, the double dip. I feel like there's nothing weak in this episode. Kramer, sauna. I love when they're together, like in a gym atmosphere. I don't know what it is. The guys,
Yeah. I watched it again tonight, right before we came out here. And it landed at 27. It was in the 30s, I think. And I wanted to put it higher, and I can't argue it being higher. There's not a bad scene. Salman Rushdie.
Yeah.
I mean, spectacular.
I still don't have it officially in this thing, but that one last like week when I just thought about it, I'm like, I don't know how I can't have this higher, but so that was 20.
27.
Okay, so 26 for me. You just mentioned a couple of shows ago. Soft spot, but doesn't make the top 25. The pilot, season 4.
Okay, I can't argue that. Wow, we're getting there, guys. My 26. I'll just get out of the way because you already mentioned it. And I wanted to put this in the top 25. It landed at 26. Take the pen. Take the pen. The pen
Oh
is
wow.
26. Yeah, 26 for me. Season 3. Stella. I mean, it could be number 1. It really can. I don't know, but I couldn't go through with that. I had to be fair. It's 26.
Well, there's no.
It hurts
I'm
me to put it at
surprised you have it
26.
that high because
No
there's no
Kramer.
Kramer.
I know that's what really drops it. Is there's no Kramer and George, but but I have such a soft spot for the parents and Jack Klompus that it's like, I mean, I'll take this Klompus episode over, and so will you, but over anything like season 6, 7, or 8 or 9 with fucking like George or no George, Klompus can carry the fucking episode.
Oh wow,
bold statement.
Especially because that's season 3, right?
Season 3. You want to talk about Elaine? I mean, might be Elaine's best episode. It's up there with Elaine's best episode. And you got, I don't know. Whenever it's been a theme throughout this whole podcast. I'm a sucker for the old people, and it landed at 26 for me.
Yeah, you're a sucker for old people. I'm a sucker for Strong George, and there we go. So speaking of Strong George, at 25 for me.
Wait, what were you gave your 26 was the last one you gave, huh?
The pilot, yep.
Yeah, I thought I went first. Okay, yeah, go ahead. 25.
25.
Hold on, top 25. This is big. We got to slow it down. This is top 25, folks.
And this we talked about last week. I could put this, you name it, The Visa, season 4.
Love The Visa, but yeah, no, I can't argue The Visa. Reels are emotion.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the shark. I mean, great George being funny. He met her, and then Jerry being dark. Wonderful episode. Wonderful.
Yeah, and it's got the Elaine you like, the cutesy Elaine. You can't not be funny, and the whole dinner stuff. Can't put.
Am I being funny?
A circular table. It's gonna make an 8 when they want to sit there. Oh man, that's 25 for you, right?
25.
Okay, all right. I can't argue that. My 25 is a season 4 episode with the great crazy Joe Davola, The Opera. Season 4, number 25, The Opera.
Cannot argue that. I think I had that way high. Not way high. Where did I have The Opera?
I didn't think you gave The Opera yet, did you?
Hold on here, folks. Yes, I had The Opera at 51.
Oh, wow. George and the Tux. George and Kramer.
Yeah, I mean,
tickets.
I'm trying to think top 51 for me. What it lacked. I don't know.
I just want to make sure that so the Opera, it's all part of the season 4 arc, which I think loses a little bit of points for you because you got Opera, the Virgin. I mean, they're all it's all like one after the other. Which is what's funny is I have very few notes in my notes on this one, but I love when Elaine's in Crazy Joe Davola's apartment at the beginning of this episode, and she finds out that he's basically crazy. That's a great scene for me, and I think that coupled with what it reminds me of, another episode that's in my top 25. It reminds me of, when George is in the Gore-Tex with Kramer. This is in the Tux with Kramer. The whole uncomfortable George with Kramer thing. I get a kick out of. I mean, this might be sneaky for me. 25, The Opera.
That's a great episode. Like nothing just. And again, I'm tough on Elaine. If she does well, that doesn't push it over for me. I need great George. And here he was just uncomfortable and like sell the ticket. Like it was. Again, I'm being nitpicky here, but that's why I had it a little higher.
Yep. So what's your 25 you gave, right?
Yeah.
So what's your 24?
24 we discussed already. I think you had it in the top 30 somewhere. The Shoes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Get a good look, Costanza. Enough said. It's a top 25 for me.
I can't argue that being a top 25. My 24 is, and I'm glad it landed in the top 25 because this for me is like this. I fell in love with Seinfeld watching this episode. This is when Kramer became Kramer. This is for me when Kramer became Kramer finally. When I watch this shit live and Kramer at the end, and you know where I'm going with this one, I think. Make Walden a pervert. There's no big coincidences, small coincidences. There's only coincidences. The Statue, season 2, 24.
Wow, good.
Season 2.
Kramer's incredible in that episode.
Oh man, it's so good, so good. And when they go meet the guy and George is at the stall, the booth behind them, and he yells at him, and I'm getting upset. I thought that would happen. I don't know. I love it. Love that episode.
I mean, yeah, there's times where I just want to watch season 2 again.
Yes,
I'm such in this malaise lately of just watching 7, 8, and 9. To get refreshed again with 2. In theory, I should have probably watched this in the opposite direction, but be that as it may.
Interesting. That's a good point. Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
23. What's your 23?
My 23 is a double episode, and we decided it's going to be a double episode because it kind of aired that way. And the name kind of throws you off a little bit, but the ticket is 23.
I'm very close to that. I cannot argue that.
I was waiting for you to be like, I got it, because I felt it when I was saying it, because it's so right there, It's a top 25 for sure. And then it's a matter of where you put it, I had it 23.
All right. 23 for me. I know you love this episode. But again, it's top 25. What are you going to do?
Right.
It's season 5, The Dinner Party.
I do love that episode. And you know what? I'm not going to tell you where I put it, but I will tell you I had it very, very high. And after some moving around of season 5, it landed somewhere pretty good. I think I'm happy where it landed, but it's definitely not going to get talked about today. But I do.
Listen, I love it. Gore-Tex, Saddam Hussein.
Look to the
sorry.
Cookie. Yeah, look to the cookie.
Look to the cookie lane. I'm happy with it at 23.
Can't argue with that 23. So is it top 5, season 5 for you, or not quite? It's not quite top 5, probably. I'm guessing if it's at 23. I mean, it's not. It's probably not top 5, season 5 if it's 23.
It's right there, 5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay, it's 5 for me in season 5. If that gives you an indication. It's 5 for me in season 5.
Wait, yeah, I'd say it's 5.
Yeah, it's 5 for me in season 5 as well. We're not far off, to be honest with you. We're not far off.
It's 6. Sorry, it's 6.
Okay, we're not far off with it. It was not going to get mentioned today, but it's not far off because we're almost fucking done, man. We should just go all the way through. I agree, though. 20 should be.
I'm not. I have
not
some
there
change.
Yet. That's right. Yeah.
No. I have it, but I might have to do some rewatch. You got me paranoid.
No, I'm just fucking around. I just want to keep talking, but we can keep going. We can talk about something else. All right, so 23, I have the pitch a ticket. You have the dinner party. 22, and I think you have this higher. And this is one of the ones where you probably have this higher. I have a feeling you have this higher.
I know what you're going to say, I think.
You do? It's a season 3 episode.
Yes.
And I'm Keith Hernandez, the boyfriend.
I knew it. I knew it.
1 and 2. You have it higher than 22, I'm guessing. Yeah. No, that's my 22. Season 3, I have it ranked 6th in season 3. 22. I'm okay with it there. I wanted to crack the top 20. It just didn't. It landed at 22. I have no problem, obviously, if it cracked the top 20, which I'm sure it did for you. But the boyfriend is 22 for me.
Yeah, I have that highly ranked in season 3. It's one of those. I mean, you say iconic. It's iconic. I mean, Uh, yeah, it's a double, but it's a. I mean, forget Hernandez, and I'm not driving to the airport. I mean, George. I mean, it's one of the best Georges ever. Not even close. Um, with the dating the girl, the daughter of the unemployment office, the addressees. I mean, it's just
I mean, it's
such
Vandal
a
Industries. You're not gonna, you're not gonna get an argument from me on
yeah
I'm an in date on that date when he's with the chick in the car.
yeah
I mean, you're not getting an argument from me. What drops it a little bit for me,
yeah
just to give my point of view, and I've been strong with this throughout. I think is the JFK tie-in. I don't like these tie-ins, the JFK
dropped it at 20.
tie-in, the OJ series. I know it's 22. I mean, it didn't make the top 20, but it's 22 for crying out loud.
Well, here's the tie-in you're referencing. I think at the time, I think you probably liked it, but I think they overdid it. And then they did the OJ, and I think did that seep in your head that they did that too much, or at
Kind
the
of.
time?
No, even at the time, though, even at the time, it's just one of those things where it's like, Larry David does it a lot. That's one of the reasons why I'm not. I mean, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm, but parts of Curb Your Enthusiasm I don't like sometimes is when it's too. I call it too good. I don't know if that makes any. It's like too good. It's like it just tries. It just gets everything. Like I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like okay, you did a whole like OJ episode. You did a whole JFK episode. You did a whole the abortion one. I talked like when they do that kind of
Yeah,
theme thing, it gets me a little bit. I don't know why because it kind of feels like it. It kind of feels like they had a premise and they're like, now let's make it funny, rather than just like let's have a funny fucking story. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's all I can say. I mean, 22
yeah.
out loud. I'm not knocking.
Listen, I think in 1991, whatever year, like I think it was kind of
I mean, it's groundbreaking if you want to talk about it from
yeah.
that perspective. Of course, it's amazing, amazing fucking episode. Keith Hernandez, are you kidding me?
Roger McDowell, yeah.
I mean,
So
it's unbelievable.
yeah, you have it at 22. I can't kill it. I mean, jeez.
Right, of course, yeah. I just like I have whatever one I knew you were gonna have it higher, and you knew I would have a couple of these higher. So that's where we're at. Hang on, I'm gonna throw.
All right. So what am I?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna throw a log on. I'm gonna throw a log on for this. All right, here we go. This is the last one of the fucking. Oh no, we have two more for the night. No, we have one more. I gave my 22. Shit, and your 22 you gave?
No,
Oh, you didn't give your 22. Okay, good. What's your?
I gave my 23.
Okay, so what's your 22?
My 22. You mentioned this earlier. I raved about it. Season 3 because season 3 is an incredible season. The Keys.
Yeah, no problem with that. I mean, you got the keys. You got the keys at 22. You're not going to get an argument from me. I'm surprised I actually didn't put the keys higher because I love Kramer and the Keys. It's one of Kramer's best episodes of all time. I had a 37. I mean, it's not too far off. We can easily move these around a whole bunch of different ways. Shit, man, we're getting there. What's your 21? What season's your 21?
To close it out, season 4 is my 21.
So is mine.
And it was one you just mentioned a couple ago, the pitch/ticket.
Wow, that's your 21. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have what I'm about to say, my 21 in your top 20, which I wanted to put in my top 20. It just didn't fucking make the cut. My 21, and I'm saying it now, and for some reason it should be higher. I don't think you gave this one yet. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's season 4 also. It's my number 5 episode in season 4. It could be my 1 if I thought about it longer. The Outing. Not there's anything wrong with that. The 21 is The Outing, season 4.
Well, listen, I think what it's telling me is you love season 4. I get it, but it's telling me season 3 and 5 are just you couldn't push it out of the way of those.
No, I couldn't. I mean, we're in my top 20. There's 8 season 5s and 5 season 3s in my top 20.
Yeah, listen, to your point, like the Outing and like the what's the other one? The implant. Like I don't know how to juggle those at this point.
The implant, the outing, the junior mint, the puffy shirt, they all could be, like you keep going on with this. It's like, where do you, when you start doing this, and I bring that out to the people that are listening to this, which is probably 6 people at this point, but try doing this. It's not fucking easy. I mean, you're talking about, you start splitting hairs at this point. It's like, what are you going to do? I mean, we're going to get in the top 20. You don't have yours kind of numbered yet, but you know what episodes they are.
Seasons, yeah.
Yeah. So what?
Oh, yeah.
What's the most in your top 20? What season has the most?
Give me a minute. All right, I have 5 season 5s.
Okay. Okay.
I think I did all right. 1, 7 season 4s.
Wow.
Seems a little high. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 season 3s. This is like Francesa just counting things.
I love it. I have 5 season 3s, so we're not far off there.
What do I have? Okay, 6, and then I have 2 season 2s.
I have 3 season 2s. So there are a little discrepancies on 4. You weighted 4 a little higher. I rated 5 a little higher because I have 8 5s. I have 8 5s in a 20 in my top 20.
And I only have 5. I have 5 5.
Yeah, that's our one small discrepancy, but not that big.
Yeah,
but you have more in your top 50 probably because I have my 2 7/7s in there. My 2 7s in there. Yeah, exactly.
And listen, before I started this, I let's put this. After we did 1 through 5, to me 3 and 5 were the best seasons.
I still agree to that, and I think
I still agree that
because you have more 4s in your top 20. And when we weight the whole thing, you probably still think 3 and 5s are highest if you look at it that way. But I don't know. I have to look at the whole thing. You sent me the last batch, right?
Yes.
Man, this is crazy. So I don't want to get too nuts, but I'm wondering, off the top of your head, how many episodes do we both have left, like the same, like that we didn't say yet? I think all of them. I think our top 20 is going to be almost the same. I don't think there's a couple that you might have said that I have in my top 20. I think I can think of 2 right now.
Hold on. Let me.
I think there's 2.
No,
I don't think there's more than 2. I think there's 2 that you've said that I have in my top 20.
I'm looking at my top 20. You've already said. I'll tell you. On my top 20, you said 1, 2, 3, 5. You said 5.
Okay. In my top 20.
Now, one of them is a wild card for me. The other 3 are like you just mentioned them in these, so it's not like
not too crazy.
They're like,
but then that means
like
I must have 5 that you mentioned too. But I don't even see those 5. I'm trying to think. I definitely see 1.
Is that what it means?
Doesn't it? Can it mean something different or no? I don't know. I would assume, right? If there's 5 I said in your top 20, there has to be 5 that you said in my top 20. No. Wait, how do you say things when you look at things? When I look at things, that's in your top 20 because you haven't said that one yet. You look at things as they are, and I look at things as they are. How do you look at things? That's in your top 20.
Wait, what's the name of that episode?
The limo.
Oh, of course. Come on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why you see things as they are. I see things as how they. How do you see things? Come on.
So you said ones. Sorry, I said ones that are already in your top 20.
You said at least 2 that I can see. I'm trying to think if there's any more. Let me see here. Top 20. So you said.
Oh, like the puffy shirt. I said, yeah.
You said the puffy shirt. That's in my top 20. You said The Stall,
dinner
that's in
party.
my top 20. And the Dinner
The dinner
Party is in my top 20. That's 3. Oh, do you have any 2s left? You do, right?
Yeah, I have 2.
Yeah, you have 2 2s. So I think, and I have 3 2s. So there's a 2 that you said.
Did you say the baby shower yet?
No, you did?
All right. Yeah, I had that in the 40s.
Oh, that's my 3rd favorite of season 2, and I haven't said it yet. So there's the other one. So yeah, I think it's gonna be like 5 off. So we're gonna only be 5 off. So we're right on the top 15, if you want to look at it that way, not numbered, but basically our top 15 are gonna be the same.
Could be, yes.
You know, not in order probably, but we did hit 1. We hit 1 on the fucking right on the fucking money.
Yeah, I was shocked at that one.
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised we didn't hit more. I mean, there's a couple that were like 1 or 2 off, but yeah, I mean, whew, wow.
Yeah, it's I got you're right. I got to do some pushing around here, but
I mean, my top 20, I don't think I'm going to move it now. I mean, I already did enough of that. I mean, my top 20.
My top 4, I really haven't. My top 4 or 5, I really haven't moved. The orders, I think I know what I'm going to put. 1.
Let me ask you this. Is this a crazy question? Well, you haven't done it yet, but what season is represented the most in your top 5? Do you know that yet? Because you said your 5 is little. Okay.
I do. It's. Would you want to hear that or what?
Yes, give it away. Let's hear it. What season is represented the most in your top 5?
3.
Same with me. 3 is represented
It's
the
the
most in my top 5.
I think there is.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Season 3 is represented the most in my season 5 too. Yeah. So that we're on the same page there. It's interesting.
Now,
teaser for the folks out there.
A little teaser, folks. Doesn't mean it's going to get the number 1 slot. But you never know.
I mean, that means there's okay. One more question. Well, you've already answered this one. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5 left for both of us. We have nothing else but 2, 3s, 4s, and 5s, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So
if there was any other way, I'd end this call.
I should have put the Rye in my top 10 just to have you go nuts. No.
It was like a weight off my shoulders to get that out of the way.
You would never talk to me again. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't even fucking do it. Just as a joke, I couldn't do it because I'm like, he's never gonna fucking talk to me again if I say the Rye's in my top 5. Oh man, that's hilarious. So that means in your top 5, the 3's represented the most. So there has to be at least probably 2 to make it the most, or else it doesn't make sense because 2, 3, 4, and 5 is 5 seasons, right? 2, 3, 4. No.
Wait. Say that again. What's the question?
There has to be at least 2 season 3s in your top 5, I believe, for it to make it the most in your top 5. You said. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting. I mean,
I could, and again, this another one could be added to that. That's I'm gonna have to rewatch those 2. To be honest, there's 2. Yeah, I think you're right about season. I have a lot of season 4s.
I think you got season 4s because you couldn't decide within season 4 which ones how to rank them. That's all. That's what's so hard about season 4. They're all the same.
Be that as it may, the top 5 should be super special. So I'm gonna have to analyze those shows again. They're still in the top 20. Don't get me wrong, and I think season 4 got in there, a lot more because sentimentality, and it's obviously Chirone's, and 7, 8, 9 didn't belong anywhere near here. So that's the way it is. To me, without looking at the numbers, and I'm sure you're going to run the numbers, 3 and 5 for me are the best.
I agree. I mean, I think we both agree on that. I think 3 and 5 are the 2 best seasons of Seinfeld, hands down. 4 and 2, you can flip a coin after that, and obviously, and then it goes the way it's been going. I mean, I think 9's above 8. I think eight's the worst. I mean, we've been counting 1. We have to count 1, I suppose, but with 5 episodes, it's tough. But I am going to run some numbers, folks. It's going to get crazy. We're going to do the top 20 next week, and then we'll do another episode where I run the fucking numbers, and then we're going to start getting crazy either with guests or talking lines or talking scenes, because we're not going to end this fucking podcast after this is over. We'll do a season 2 of the podcast of something or another, because I got to keep doing this, man. We're 20. What else are we doing? What else are you doing on Tuesday fucking night,
Looking at a fire that's not burning, I'll tell you that.
You didn't throw a log on? Take a break.
I did. I didn't get it going good,
I know I'm out of Fatwood. I ordered a new batch. It didn't come in, but I was able to get this one going pretty well. And had a nice cigar out here. And, this was a great fucking – wow. So to recap, I'm going to recap just because I like this episode so much. I'm going to give everyone a recap. I'm going to do my recap and then do your recap, and then we'll end it. So we started the start of the night at 42. So 42, the mango, 41, the pony remark, 40, the non-fat yogurt, 39, Chinese restaurant, 38, the fire, 37, the keys, 36, the trip, 35, the shoes, 34, the hot tub, 33, the conversion, 32, the Pez dispenser, 31, the pilot, 30, the rye, 29, the parking space, 28, the raincoats, 27, the implant, 26, the pen, 25, the opera, 24, the statue, 23, the pitch, the ticket, and 22, the boyfriend, 21, the outing. I can't believe the outing didn't make the top 20. I'm kind of upset about that, but that's it. That's where I landed.
Yeah. I know, and the way you're talking about these, you're kind of you're changing my top 20 now. I gotta.
Well, give your rundown from 42, just like I did for the fun of it.
42, the lip reader. 41, the big salad. The Jimmy at 40, to cleared out a few 6s. The fire, great episode of 39. The doorman at 38. The race at 37. The virgin at 36. The junior man, the puppy shirt, 35 and 34. I mean, they're pretty much the same episode. You know what I mean? The mango at 33. The trip, 32. The library, again, that's respect to Bookman in season 3. Top 30 here, the non-fat yogurt. 29's the old man. 28, we agreed on the raincoats. 27, the stall. I mean, that could be top 5. The pilot at 26, the Visa, one of my favorites, at 25, the shoes, Poke You Peek, 24, dinner party, 23, the keys, 22, the pitch, season 4 rounds out the top 21.
Nice. Whew. All right. Anything else to add here? Your top 20.
Wait, so give me your top 5. What are the seasons in the top 5? Are they set in stone yet or still?
Yeah, no, I think my top 5 are set in stone. I don't think they're moving. I can give you the seasons. You want to hear the seasons? Order. I'm going to tell you how many of each.
Yeah, I don't want the order.
Okay. And in my top 5, there are 3 season 3s, 1 season 5, and 1 season 2. In my top 5, there are 3 season 3s. There are 1 season 5 and 1 season 2.
No 4s.
No 4s in my top 5. No.
Okay.
But,
I mean, I know.
Top 5.
I know what they are. Although
we gotta do, man, it's gonna be crazy.
I don't know, because you said you've been changing season 5 a lot. So
I've been changing season 5 like a madman, dude. I'm finally set though. I'm not doing it again. I'm done. Top 20 is set for me. It's gotta be set for me. I'm okay with my top 20.
My top 5. The only thing that might change is that season 4 I might flip with the season 3. I have to rewatch those.
I think my and what I just said, those top 5, I think the season 5 that I put up there in the top 5, I think it's going to be a sneaky one for you. I don't know, because I switched off and on with this one so many times. I don't think it wasn't my initial gut reaction top season 5 episode, but it ended up landing there. And I don't think it's going to land there for you. It might be your top 10. I don't think it's going to be top 5, though. I think your top 5. Oh, man. We should guess each other's. That's what we should do. I don't know how we do that, though.
Yeah. Well, no guess. Oh, well, yeah. Actually, I don't know. I guess we could write out what we. Well, I don't know.
We can't guess because we don't want to say yes or no. But somehow, how do we do it?
I could share a top 5 doc before next week.
We text Campy what we think each of us.
No. Right, like 2 minutes before the episode, I can just share, and then after you give your result, you could pull up what we share.
Wait, what?
5 minutes before next week's episode.
Yeah.
I'll share just a Google Doc of what I think your top 5 is. Or top 20? What do you?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'd rather do top 10. Top 20 is too hard.
Top 20 is too hard. It's got to be top 10. And I have to know what you've already said, which I think I know already, right? Because I know. Well, here's the thing. We know maybe what episodes they are. That's what we really should do first, is figure out what episodes they are. And then once we know what episodes they are, we guess each other's top 10.
Yeah, I think we know what episodes they are in the top 10. So, I
don't think you know my top 10.
No, but I know.
You know 15. We each know 15 of the next 20 from each of us, right? That's what we know.
But that's the beauty of guessing. I don't want to know what the pool is. Let me decide what the pool is, what I think it is.
No, you know what the pool is. We could figure out the pool. Whatever 20 hasn't been mentioned by the two of us.
Yeah, I guess.
We know what's left. We could figure out what's left. Once you
so I'm gonna write what I think your top 10 is. I'll give it to you 5 minutes before. You don't look at it. Then after the thing, you open it up. So vice versa.
Yes, that could work. We could do it that way. So do you know what I have left of 20 by going, or I have to send it to you?
Don't. Yeah, I know what's in the top 10.
You can figure it out.
No, and again, I'm not doing the 20. I'm doing the 10, so that makes it easier.
I know, but you know what you're picking from is what I'm saying. You have to know,
for the
right?
most.
Yeah.
For the most.
I'll know once you send me yours exactly what you have to pick from. And I think I can guess your top 10 once I see what's left, because my head's not in exactly what's left. But I know from talking through these last times, we've been doing this for fucking 20 weeks. I know I want to say it now. I want to get a read on it because I know one of them for sure. How many 5s are in your top 10? You don't know that yet, right?
Tentatively right now, 2.
There's just 2 5s in your top 10, huh?
That could change.
Oh, I'm saying that, and there's 2 5s in my top 10 too. So I'm only saying it because I thought we know there's 2 5s in my top. No, wait, 2 5s in my top 10 also. So we're on the same page there. It could change for you. You said I don't think
it could easily change. All these could change. My top 4. There's 4 I'm not changing. Top 4 I'm not changing.
I think our top 4 are very similar.
5 through 20, up in the air.
Now you're making me rethink my 5 through 20.
Up in the air.
We got a lot to look forward to here, folks. We got to get people listening to this next episode. Next episode is going to be big time, dude. Are you passing this along? If you told anybody that you know, if you told them you're doing a Seinfeld podcast? No, you haven't. You haven't.
No, I haven't.
Does your wife even know?
I don't know anybody.
I know.
But
you got a family. You got a big family. The brothers.
No, the family doesn't know. My
Okay.
wife knows,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a couple other people, brother-in-law. That's it.
That's right. You talked about on the vacation. Yeah.
Yeah, very disappointing.
I've about 3 people know too. Were out in my life, which isn't very many, but we got to get eyes on this next
You
one.
got it on YouTube.
I do. We're not getting any views on YouTube though. The
Hmm.
YouTube, because there's no video. It's just it's just the logo that your wife put together. Give a shout out. That
Yeah.
logo is all that's on the YouTube. So I think people don't click on YouTube because it's like, where's the video? For these, I haven't done these yet. These are only like our first, I think 14 are on YouTube right now. I'm putting them up like every day. I'm putting like one up. But we'll get.
All you need is one famous Seinfeld fan to get in there, and then
Yeah, we're gonna get someone. I think I'm gonna try and reach back out, and we're gonna get somebody on here once we're all done because I think this is a good one, man. We're getting there, dude.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I might have to watch it. I gotta watch a bunch, and this might be later in the week next week.
That's
Because
fine.
I got some homework to do.
You've put more effort into this podcast ranking of Seinfeld episodes than you've probably put into a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Same here, though.
Yeah.
I wrote a 90-page paper in graduate school about Seinfeld, and I did more.
90?
90-page paper. Ever send you my paper? I never sent it to you. 90-page fucking paper. My final fucking thing I had to do for my graduate school for a library science degree. By the way, you call me Bookman. I did, and I didn't do as much. I didn't do any. I told myself I'm going to watch every episode. I just did it all off memory and just looking up like Seinfeld scripts and the coffee table book I have, and I just wrote this fucking 90-page paper. And I did more for this than I did for that.
And listen, that's what I planned to originally do for this. But you got me into it. I rewatched everything. It was helpful. It was obviously helpful. But I
It's
think
also fun as hell, right?
but my gut instinct, not much changed from my original thoughts.
Yeah, you stuck to your guns this whole way through with 7, 8, 9 didn't sniff the top 50, and George is the the cornerstone, but Jerry holds everything together. I think we're seeing we have our biases. My bias lies with the old folk, I think, and I gave a little more to Elaine here and there than you did, but other than that, I mean, we're going to agree for the most part on these things, but it's good when we don't.
Yeah. All right.
Good one, man. Good one. We'll top 20 next week, folks. Top 20 next week. All right. I'll talk to you, man. Let me know what day works.
All right. Later.
Later.